far right-hand side. Good morning, everybody on video, by the way. So he starts sampling from everybody on everything on the right-hand side. And, you know, that's kind of some of the darker beers.
Yeah.
So she's like running, and it's like shot glass, shot glass, shot glass. And there's like 8 shot glasses, but there's only like a sip, a little sip out of each one. Cause he's like, nope, next. Nope, next. Nope, next. And she just looks to kind of ask him what he drinks. And he said, you know what it is I started drinking in England. And she says, he says, nothing tastes, blah, 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 blah. And about the time she reaches for that brown handle,
Kentucky bourbon.
as soon as I seen her reaching for that Kentucky, I went, you're going to like this one.
Mm-hmm.
He took a sip and looked straight over at me and Boot and goes, oh, you sold me on that one. He said, that's the one I like. I said, everybody likes that one.
She always keeps that one on tap.
Well, and I said the comment
Yeah.
that my wife was a little mad at me because I came home with apple cider and didn't get that because I didn't think she cared for that one.
Apple cider's good.
So she,
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't, man, it's okay. You know, I can ruin that Kentucky.
Yeah, that Kentucky
Yeah,
bourbon.
I mean, it's such a big seller that.
Well, she said
will
she'll never get rid
always-
of it. She
yeah,
said
she
that.
will always have that one on tap. Like she's like, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Heck yeah.
But it's just for me, and I told the guy as he started to taste it, and I said, it's a sipper.
Yes.
Because a lot of guys will take a beer
Not out of the growler.
and take a big swig, and I'm like, this is a sipping beer. And he took that little bit of sip, and he's like, ooh. I mean, that might as well have been a shiny Corvette. He was like, ooh. And then he took another sip and finished the shot, and he's like, and when I say shot, it's only because I can only serve it in 1 ounce. So it's not like we're giving you don't drink it like shots, but that's what your sample is.
Yeah, you sip it out of the shot glass.
So it's just really cool.
Well, and it's like a lot of them, she had that rye on rye, and that's like the Kentucky bourbon, but it's stronger.
Right.
Was that
that's
the one?
The highest. It was like 13%.
Was that the one that we had here last Friday?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't really like that one too much because
it's a lot stronger than the Kentucky bourbon. A lot stronger.
Yeah, and you know, everybody's taste buds are different. Like me, since I started watering stuff down several years ago, I started watering everything down. So basically I needed to drink more water. Working in the clubs, you didn't realize it, but you're up in the DJ booth where there's never any air circulation. I'd try to have a fan just to try to blow something in my face, but mostly that was just freaking cigarette smoke and hot air. The DJ booth's always,
sweaty
12 to 24 inches higher off the ground than everybody else. So with me, I was always sweating and getting dehydrated. So I started watering everything down. Well, unfortunately, the problem behind that is once you become accustomed to drinking mostly water, anything you taste is too strong. Like a regular Sprite, just it grosses me the hell out. I can drink a cherry Coke here and there, but everything with me has to be watered down. So then
that's why you started watering stuff down, was because of DJing and
doing construction and always being hot.
Right.
And then but what happens is when you're in the bar, they're constantly, hey, can I get another drink? And they would hand you drinks. But then I just had become such accustomed to it that I went down on beers. Like I went from regular Corona down to Mick Ultra, and now when I do drink a Corona, which I love a Corona, but I have to drink Corona Light because a regular Corona feels like toothpaste. Like I'm just drinking something of the consistency of toothpaste, and I just can't swallow. Wow. It just drives me nuts.
That's like Budweiser. I don't like the taste of Budweiser.
No.
I don't. I mean,
I'm just laughing because I call it Yuckweiser. It's redneck beer.
I don't like Pabst Blue Ribbon either. I can't.
I think Pabst is such a trend. It
is.
I think it's just like that poster. It's just everybody thinks it's a big deal to. I got a PBR.
I used to drink Bud Light, but after starting to drink craft beers, I can't. It tastes like watered down pee.
Yeah, Bud Light to me now it gives me a headache.
Yeah, but your difference is you can't just say craft beers because that singles it out. Because it's what you're drinking that's the craft beers. Because let's not imply that craft beers are thicker, because what you drink off that tap is not what I drink off that tap.
Right.
So you really have to go up there and kind of taste, and you basically it's almost like everybody's gonna think this is crazy to say it this way, but it's kind of like going to pick out shoes. you know.
Or ice cream.
Not everybody.
Somebody
has
might want
the same
stiletto
favorite.
heels and just not able to walk in them. But the point is you go up there and you have to kind of describe to Karen what you do drink.
Well, that's what we like.
And then she can tell you, hey, you should try this then.
Right. That's what we do is if somebody new comes in and we're like, okay, what do you usually drink? So we can kind of know which direction to go in.
Yeah.
Because sometimes even if it's
okay, so let's do a skit. So I'm Mike, military Mike, and I come in, start.
Sir, you're not allowed in here.
Oh God. Well, this isn't a school. It's only schools and state parks that I have to stay 150 yards away from.
There's a hotel right next door. You're not allowed there either.
Well, me and the maid's got a special thing going on. She leaves doors unlocked.
Well, maybe
for me.
she can come over here for you.
You know, I came up here for a drink.
Okay, what would you like?
Well,
what do you usually drink?
Taylor Swift's bathwater.
Oh my gosh. Okay, then go drink some Bud Light.
Does it foam up the same? Does it have the same yellow look? You're not taking this very seriously.
It sparkles.
No, you just have to go up there and figure out what you like. That's the biggest thing.
Well, but that we ran in a couple of times too. Even if we have them try something that's similar to what they usually drink, they'll
usually like it.
They won't like that. Then I mean, you can go kind of
left
now.
or right.
I know somebody.
And make sure you put a pretzel in your mouth between each drinks, because I've tasted some stuff and then drink something else and go, ooh, I like that. But then like the next time I come up there with a fresh palate, if you will, without another flavor on my tongue, and I go to try it and go, ooh, that don't taste like what it did the other day.
Right.
What changed? And everybody's like, well, nothing's changed. I'm like, ooh, I know what it was. It's because I was drinking this and then I took a sip of that.
Right. And then last year she had this, it's called Corsendonk Christmas Ale, and it had kind of like a cranberry twang to it. And it was the first time we'd ever gone in there. And we got home, David was working late, and by the time he got home, the whole growler was gone. That's how good that junk was.
So I get Jeff Matthias. Is this a talk show or a Gravity commercial? Well, Denise is our go-to alcoholic.
Thank you.
You know, I could do a show about smoking and bad breath, Jeff, but I'd have to call you. I don't know if you get anything done that day.
And it's not smellophone.
Thank God. So anyways, we got what do we got on the news this morning? We do have a guest coming in, one of our local young men who plays a lot of the country going around here. Jesse, you'll get to hear him in a little while. It'll be about 8:30 when he gets here.
Jacob said after a couple PBR, it comes out sounding like Perber. Same as Fireball, Ferber.
You don't get it, Steph? No. Drunk talk?
Yeah.
We've seen a video of you. Should I share it?
No.
Hey, my name's Steph. You go to Gravity.
She didn't even have a cup.
Let me show how Gravity works.
Bye-bye, coffee
Let me get back up here. I told you how Gravity works.
And like I said, she didn't want to get a cup dirty. So she just took the growler.
So I was laughing with Gene at White Brothers. He'd made the comment about us checking into Gravity a lot. And I went, well, they serve alcohol. Mm-hmm. You serve brake fluid. I can't drink brake fluid.
Well, you could, but you probably wouldn't like it.
Yeah. True.
The fact that you even tried to say that, I'm just shows.
Okay.
You know, they say if somebody does too much LSD, certain things happen to their body.
I've never done LSD.
No, but you probably drank some brake fluid.
Yeah, I know.
No.
What's the craziest thing you've ever put in your mouth? Not who, what? She started thinking like she was
calamari, I guess.
Calamari, really? That's the grossest thing?
Yes. To me it was, yes. Because it was they told me it was onion rings.
Italian onion rings.
That is funny.
Okay, I gotta get
Where was it? Hold on one second. Where was it from?
Well, we were down in Panama City.
So you weren't like at a sushi place where you could see it.
No.
Like me and Emmy ordered straight up, you could see it was white with purple suction cups.
No.
And the one they gave me was like the end where it goes down to the very tip, the little pointer. And that thing was about 8 inches long. And we videoed each other to make a joke out of it. But boy, when I started chewing on it, it was like chewing on a rubber hose.
Stop. There's that one, that one video where it's dead, but when they put like the soy sauce on it, the tentacles start moving because there's something in the soy sauce that like makes the
probably
nerve
look. If you think about the length of that Sharpie, I pick it up and I go to chew it, and while I'm chewing it, look, these rubber bands is a great example because it was like every time I try to take a bite, my teeth were not sinking into it. It was kind of funny. But then as I was finishing, the little tip was in my mouth, and I went like it was spaghetti. I went, and you could see that. Look at my finger. You could see it doing a corkscrew action as it went in my mouth. It was kind of cool. It made for a great video.
Okay, can I get this over before 8 o'clock?
I'm sure. What does it involve?
It's 21 savage things grandmas have actually said.
Oh, God.
The first one is the exterminator. She took my kindergarten photo and said, "This is what I used to chase the rats away." The newest great grandma, when my older sister told my family she was pregnant out of wedlock and not in a relationship, my grandma sighed, looked at me and said, "Well, we always thought it would be you."
No, that's even better.
Last Thanksgiving, my grandmother told me that if my father was her firstborn, she would have just started swallowing from that point forward. My brother came out as gay to my grandma, and she said, "I knew girls weren't going to like you from the beginning."
Oh.
I was painting my nails one time. My grandma leaned over and said, "That's a nice shade of Hue red." And then walked away.
Hue red?
I can't say the real word.
No, I think that's just funny. That's a nice shade of Hue red.
I just met my boyfriend's family for the first time. As I was leaving, his grandma gave me a hug and said it was wonderful to meet me. I said, "Thank you. It's nice to know I have approval." To which she replied, "Oh, now, dear, just because we like you doesn't mean we approve."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was playing piano for my family when I was around 5 years old. When I finished, I noticed that everyone was clapping except her. When I asked her why, she said, "I only clap if it's good." I once got a Christmas card from her signed, "Maybe next year you'll make us proud." I was telling my grandma about how
some of these I don't know what to comment. I can just go,
Yeah. I was telling my grandma about how my cat likes to sleep between my knees. And she said, "Well, that's as close to a as you'll ever going to get."
Oh, my God.
When I was 7, I wanted to be an astronaut. So I drew a picture of one walking on the moon. "It's an astronaut, Grandma," I said with enthusiasm. "An astronaut," she said, while taking a drag of her cigarette. "Well, that's pretty effing stupid." My great-grandma said to my face, "I always thought Natalie was a white trash name." My name's Natalie.
Oh, yours is?
No.
Sorry. It was funny. I didn't know if you was going to say, "My name's Denise Natalie."
Whatever.
Denise Natalie.
The girl said, "It's hot in here." Grandma said, "You better start going to church because it's a lot hotter in hell."
Yeah.
When I was 19, I brought my boyfriend over to my grandma's for her to meet him. The first thing she said was, "So, Ben, I see you like fat chicks."
Oh.
Sorry.
That was mean.
My grandma told me she smelled like shite one Christmas Eve. I smelled like shite one Christmas Eve after I just put perfume on. After I got my nose pierced, my grandma looked me up and down and said, "Well, you used to be my favorite granddaughter."
Wow.
My very Catholic grandma told me she hopes she dies before I get married so that she doesn't have to attend my secular wedding.
Well, I don't know what to say to that one other than just wow.
Yeah. The girl annoyingly says, "All my friends are getting married." And the grandma says, "Yeah, all my friends are dying."
Well, you do know that probably is the situation that she faces.
Yes. In college, I asked my grandma to teach me how to knit. She agreed, saying, "I think this will be good for you. It'll keep your hands busy so you won't eat so much."
Oh,
baby needs a squeeze ball.
My freshman year of college, my grandma sent me sugar cookies for my birthday in the mail, but then wrote in the card that she put jalapenos in them so I would know she was thinking of me but wouldn't gain weight.
At one point, I have to wonder. I don't know. I just have to wonder. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, you know what? Grandma is being cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs at this point.
Now there's 2 more. This one is.
And
funny.
anybody on video, I'm apologizing as I'm trying to fix some settings, hoping it's going to free it up. For some reason, it's
lagging.
It's freezing up. I don't really know why.
I'll do the last 2 real quick. My nan once offered a paper bag to my brother to put over his girlfriend's face. And then the last one, Grandma said, "Oh, wow, have you lost weight?" She's like, "No, I don't think so, but thanks." "Oh, sorry, sweetie. I thought you were your sister."
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, I saw that this morning. I thought that was kind of funny because they don't hold back. They don't care.
I see.
They do not care.
Funniest thing my grandmother ever said. I was dating a guy that he had long hair. Video. And she said something to the effect, I can't remember word for word what it was, but something to the effect of, he's not really a guy if you have to turn him over to see what sex he is because of his long hair.
Oh my God.
How about this? When I had long hair, the guy I hung out with he was Cambodian, but he looked like an American Indian, really long black hair. And we were all thin back then. We were leaving my great-grandfather, and my great-grandfather had already gotten, Alzheimer's, senile, couldn't remember nothing. And as we were leaving, he leaned in and kissed Rod on the cheek. He said, "Honey, y'all come back." And I looked at Rod and I went, "I'm sorry." My grandfather was like 90. What do you say to that? He could barely see, he could barely walk. I mean,
that's funny.
That's funny.
There was also an article that celebrities who said 2015 would be their year and they were wrong. Subway Jared.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Said, "Yo, I wouldn't mind having 2015s right now. You know what I'm saying? Laugh out loud. This is my year. I can feel it."
Yeah.
Jacob,
somebody felt it.
Oh, Lord.
Ba-doop-doop.
For Jacob, Suge Knight said, "New Year's resolution, don't sweat the small stuff. 2015 is my year, living it like it's my last."
Yeah.
Tom Brady said, "Happy New Year. I can't wait to watch the ball drop. Hey, that gives me an idea. Be right back."
Oh, my God.
Chipotle said, "2015 is going to be sick." Cecil the Lion.
Cecil the Lion. What did he say?
That's just bad right there.
Roar, roar, roar. 2015, roar, roar.
I am so glad that you're laughing at that one, because anybody that's laughing right now is laughing at you, not at what you said.
The last one is so bad, I can't.
I think the last one you just said was bad.
Roar, roar, roar.
Long
as you get it.
The last one is
one size fits all.
All of me. People who don't like being in mass shootings. This is our year.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's so bad.
You're going to hell for that one.
I'm already there.
Yeah, I can't believe you would say that one.
Isn't Brian Williams the guy, the NBC or the reporter that got fired or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's the one that was making up the stories. Is that the one you're talking about?
I think he said 2015 is my year, and I'm not lying. God bless.
I'm not lying.
See you all on the news every night. # I love my job.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's Robert Durst?
Fred Durst's dad? I don't know.
You do know that you can look some of that stuff up before the show.
It says, "Happy New Year. I can finally announce I'm going to be on an HBO show. 2015 is my year." Let me Google him.
Yeah, because I've never heard
Robert Durst. You said Fred Durst's dad.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. So I saw on the news this morning, remember we talked about the kidnapping that happened at Kroger?
Yes.
Well, come to find out, she drove herself. She got over and was driving herself, wrecked the car, and was transported to Grady.
We were talking about that last night on the news. I was just shaking my head. And I apologize for anybody watching video. stopped some of the background programs thinking it would free up everything, but it's just running stupid. I don't know why. Please tell me if it's freezing up on your end or if it's just it looks that way on my end. So Jacob is our guru. He usually tells me these sort of things.
Robert Durst is like a murderer.
Okay.
He's a real estate heir, and they're saying he murdered like 3 people. And I guess he was trying to get maybe the
friggin'
HBO
loser.
show.
You only got 3.
Maybe the HBO show was about his
being a hunter in Georgia. They give you a tag for that.
Oh my God.
Tag 3 does like it's nothing.
He came to media attention.
I'll get hate mail for that one.
Yeah.
In the 80s when his wife disappeared, and again in the early 2000s when he was the subject of a multi-state manhunt and acquittal for murder.
Acquittal?
Yes, on March 4th. Isn't that how you say it?
He was acquitted.
It says an acquittal for murder.
It's just funny hearing you acquittal. Hey, it was an acquittal.
Whatever.
It was just funny the way you said it.
This video is still freezing according to somebody else. When it's not, everyone is going to stop motion.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to do. I mean, everything seems to be. I've got it. I got my Windows Task Manager open. And I'm sitting there watching the CPU usage and.
Jacob said his always buffers and freezes up, so he's not a trusted source for that answer.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can trust you for anything, Jacob.
Wow. You got anything else you got to squeeze in? It's 8 o'clock.
I do have to
squeeze out.
Go.
No. So listen, I'm gonna play it's a cover tune. I'm assuming "Die a Happy Man" covered by Jesse. So this is our guy coming up here in just a few minutes. I'm gonna play this real quick just so we can kind of sample it, man, and see what this cat's got. I've seen him as he opened up for Avalanche Dawn. I'm gonna mute our mics, by the way, and let this play.
Baby, last night was hands down one of the best nights that I've had, no doubt. Between the bottle of wine and that look in your eyes and the Marvin Gaye, then we danced in the dark under September stars in the pouring rain. And I know that I can't ever tell you enough that all I need in this life is your crazy love. If I never get to see the northern lights, or if I never get to see the Eiffel Tower at night, oh, if all I got is your hand in my hand, baby, I could die a happy man. A happy man, baby. Baby, that red dress brings me to my knees, and oh, but that black dress makes it hard to breathe. You're a saint, you're a goddess, the cutest, the hottest, a masterpiece. It's too good to be true, nothing better than you in my wildest dreams. And I know that I can't ever tell you enough that all I need in this life is your crazy love. If I never get to see the northern lights, or if I never get to see the Eiffel Tower at night, oh, if all I got is your hand in my hand, yeah, baby, I could die a happy man, yeah, yeah. I don't need no vacation, no fancy destination, baby, you're my great escape. We can stay at home, listen to the radio, or dance around the fireplace. If I never get to build my mansion in Georgia, or drive a sports car up the coast of California, oh, if all I got is your hand in my hand, baby, I could die a happy man. Baby, I could die a happy man. Oh, I could die a happy man. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I could die a happy man.
What you think of that?
That was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was good.
I'm telling him when he gets here.
Okay.
Well, I kind of hope so. That's what he's coming in for.
I'm not going to say, oh, you're pretty good.
Well, that
Stephanie's just going to look at him and go, you're pretty. And then I'm going to have to go, Stephanie, he's younger than you. And she's going to say,
so I'm a cougar.
so's my younger cousin. That's why he's called my younger cousin.
You got a pretty mouth.
His daddy, though. Here's one of his originals, by the way. This right here is one of his originals.
And I'm about to play you my first original song I'm about to release. It's called Take You Out Tonight. Well, she's the kind of girl that don't like doing up her makeup. She's the kind of girl that don't like getting dressed up. Well, yeah, she'll have you run around these little bitty towns just to go pick her up. Yeah, she's the kind of woman you need.
Maybe it's just me. Can you hear me?
No, and we're off too.
out too.
Hello.
Well, I see it going on. You talking about crazy? 1 2 1 2. There we go.
There we go.
And everybody that's listening live's hearing us smack the microphones and everything else. Apparently, I
It's
hit.
not the only thing that she smacks.
Well, apparently, I hit a button as I was trying to turn off that. That was a recording probably off a phone, but it just didn't have a great sound playing through the headphones and on the app. It probably sounds great on just the phone, but when running it through the board, it had a little bit of a hollow sound. I apologize for tapping into mic. Literally, man, let me tell you, Windows did an update, and everybody's gonna say, man, I've been hearing this for a year, because here we are, December 19th or 14th, I can't remember, is when I bought that Mac a year ago, and I've still not switched over, and I have had nothing but difficulties out of these Windows. Like this morning, I come down, the station's shut down. All 3 computers are just stopped. So, yeah, here we are today. And now I'm having video problems.
Well, that's what I said earlier.
Friggin' Windows.
You've been saying since you were getting here, or since I've been here,
Right.
that you were going to switch over to the Mac.
Well,
And
the
then
problem
you had
is
somebody scheduled, and they
the
never-
problem is when the phone, when the show's over, people want to visualize. Buddha, for one, said yesterday, said, yeah, I don't have your work schedule. I'm like, yeah, because you'd go nuts. Average people would go nuts doing what I have to do. People believe that when the show's over, it's just over, and that we just go sit around and play Nintendo, but that's not how it works. So I've got to just get switched over. I just got to bite the bullet and do it and be done with all this. Because like right now, I'm watching the videos freezing up, and I need to just everything just needs to switch over to Mac. I'm beginning to just totally believe that PC computers are
Hey, do I
ancient.
look like a robot?
Well, the good thing about it being frozen up a little bit, they won't see your hand shaking because you need a sip of drink. Just saying.
No.
It's a joke, Denise. It's a joke.
Really?
We're going. She's shaking her fingers at me. So we're going to shoot off the commercial, everybody. We'll be right back. It's just for fun in the morning. Sorry for a little bit of chaos. We're having one of those days. Is it Monday again, or it's Hump Day? Right?
Yeah, it's Hump
we just
Day.
got to get through today.
I'm getting all my junk out because I won't be here the rest of the week. Literally, I'm going to go borrow.
Do
this
you
real quick.
have Tourette's where you just have to like say that?
Say what?
You just like had to throw that out.
No, I'm getting all my goofiness out.
She's gonna go try to use the trapper crap.
No, I'm not. It
We'll
was
be
a
right back,
joke.
everybody. She's gonna go
Show.
pinch one off. Bye.
Bye. I'm really upset that I haven't been able to use it yet.
And just wait when they pump you full of cortisone and all the other stuff that they do to you when they.
No, the air that they fill your stomach up with, that's the only part I'm dreading after surgery. because it feels like you have a bubble up under your collarbone. Oh my God. It feels like you're having a heart attack. I'm dreading that.
I might as well go put Bella up. Come on, baby.
You want me to take her out real quick?
Yeah, go take her out.
I had an asthma attack when I had my surgery. Oh, from where she destroyed your door?
I thought we fixed all this freezing crap once before.
Yeah,
It seems like every time we fix it, something stupid happens. I'm going to end up trying to get another Mac, hopefully to do video. Because honestly, I'm just really disgusted with it. Yay, yay. You think the baby's up?
No. Not at all.
Listen to them feet upstairs. That baby's running, Bubba.
David said on the app it's
What?
the phone recording.
Oh, I know. Come on, baby.
Okay, go and use trap crap. Okay, should I? Or should I just blow it up? Trying to see if it goes away. You know how cigarettes and coffee do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I didn't sleep good last night.
All right. We had a death in the family, but it's one of those where you don't know how to feel about it because of crap that's happened.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
She says to get in.
So, listen, last night David's like, so morning of surgery, you can't have anything to eat or drink. So he was like, what is considered eating or drinking? And I'm like, coitus. And I'm like, none of it's going to happen. Gross. Don't ever do that.
Dun, 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 dun. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What is he saying?
Big old butt.
Oh.
Got a big old butt. You don't get it?
No, I thought he said he got something in your big old butt.
Oh my God. C-A-E-A. C-A-E-A. The butt. Sexy, sexy. I'm trying to unfreeze it like I'm watching my hands.
Looks like you're high.
Well, I'm in over here in processes and I'm looking at everything that's running. And if I didn't have to use Google Hangout, all these Google windows wouldn't be open. So I'm trying to just close down all sorts of stuff that I don't have to have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is the abbreviation, or it's not abbreviation, but what does NSFW mean?
Huh?
NSFW. I see it on everything all the time.
I don't know.
What's funny is I have one Google window open. Look, right here and right here, right? And it shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Google windows open. Because Google just does all this crazy stuff in the background, and I wish I didn't have to run it because it's just eating my computer up.
It sounds like exactly what you said back there.
What? Oh. Hi.
Dang, that was fast.
How was it fast? It was like 6 minutes.
It just seemed fast.
Not safe for work.
Here we go. Stephanie, she just said 6 minutes. That just seems so fast. It's probably not the first time you've said that. What? Truthfully, I'm sure that's not the first time that you've ever said that.
Yeah, that is the first time I've ever said that. I'm still half asleep.
Did you hear what?
Can I ask you something? Why do you not sleep at night?
She's an owl.
You know you got to come in the morning time.
She's nocturnal.
Oh, it's not like I deliberately stay up.
Really? You told me you tried to stay up to see the meteors the other day, jackass.
That was Sunday. That was Sunday.
But
I
you
did
have
not-
a morning show.
Pause for 1 second. What follows Sunday night?
But they boarded.
Okay. Did we not agree? See, a lot of people don't understand this. We have this little group messaging that we have going on Facebook so we can see who's going to be here the next morning. We all voted, since Mike wanted to see the meteor shower, we kind of all voted Mike was going to be the one to stay home and watch the meteor shower.
I guess. I don't know. I didn't see it.
I swear to God, if
I didn't see
if
it.
I hadn't said to myself, no more stun gun, I'd zap you right now.
Yeah, then you'd really put me to sleep.
I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the show.
I just don't understand it. If you know, this is like the person that gets drunk the night before they have to go to work and then they call in, I'm hungover. Well, you knew you had to be there.
No, I went to bed last night at like 9 o'clock when I finally got to sleep. And then I got woke up at 10 minutes till 12 by a dog that needed to go out to the bathroom. So it took me another 30 minutes to get back to sleep. So, and then I didn't sleep good. I tossed and turned all night.
Get your dogs on a schedule. They pee before you go to bed and when you wake up.
They are on a schedule.
Get your dogs on a runner.
It's too cold for them to be outside.
You're an idiot. I've got to call you an idiot.
Why?
They're dogs. It was Oh, I'm just gonna pull open the calendar, the thing, because if
Oh
you
my
tell
God.
me it was too cold last night, I'm gonna have to kidney punch you. It was 70 friggin' degrees yesterday, which means it was not 32 degrees last night. So at the lowest point that they're saying, it was like what 36. It's 36 now. So what was it 34 last night? Maybe. There's no way.
Hey, that's 2 degrees above freezing, sir.
They're dogs. What
that
did they-
have light fur. They have
What the
really
hell
short
did they
fur.
do before humans?
I don't know what they did before humans, but
They
now
lived in the houses.
now they can be in a warm house. And if I left them out all night, they would sit and bark.
Muzzles.
They can still
Then
bark
they'd
through the
go-
muscles.
Then they go.
They ain't got the right muzzle then. They make a nice black one that you can go get from PetSmart. It's made out of like a nylon material. You can wad it up, put it in your pocket, keeps them from barking.
Did you see those new ones that came
Then
out?
they
that
have this
look like
shock
their
collar,
mouths?
by the way, that you can put on
I'm
them.
not shocking.
No, those don't work.
Oh,
Okay.
they work, but
My
it's
brother-in-law's
mean.
dog is at my in-laws' house while they were moving and everything, getting the fence built. And he went over to the neighbor's house, and the neighbor had set a trap out, so there's a chipmunk in the trap. He had a shock collar on because it's the only way they can get them to stay around.
Stay in the yards, what you're
Stay
trying
in
to
the
say.
yard, yes.
Okay.
And so
You
I
do know those
have-
are two different type of collars, by the way. A bark collar and the invisible fence.
it wasn't an invisible fence. It was the one that you push the button and it
Okay.
zaps them.
So see, that's even a third different one.
But anyway, so I'm sitting there zapping them.
You see where she's like trying to, they're all different. Go ahead.
But I'm sitting there zapping him, trying to get him to kind of like leave it alone. And he does not care. He did not care. He was like pushing the little cage around and it was spinning around.
Apparently you needed to add another one.
I guess so.
Yeah, I've done that to a dog.
Yeah.
I put 2 because there was this husky that we were trying to rehabilitate because it kept running and running and running. It would never stay anywhere. And it would chase kids and it would dig under my fence and it had already made a hole. So I took the collar off Bella and put it on that dog. And
Bella didn't need
once
one.
two collars were on, it didn't do it as often. I'm stumbling over my
Bella
words.
didn't need one. Poor Bella.
Man, you ain't never seen Bella in a fenced-in yard.
Yes, I have.
No. You take her out to pee, she comes back in the house. If you were to leave her in that fenced-in yard and give her 2 or 3 days of just being in that fenced-in yard, you wouldn't come in the
You
yard.
would leave her overnight in the cold.
She's a dog. She's a dog.
She has
light hair
feelings,
too.
She's a friggin' dog.
She has short hair too.
She's a dog. You got short hair in places. You're a dog.
Hey,
I'm
but
not
she
a dog.
has feelings too.
Jesus Christ. I've never heard such wimpy crap in my. Y'all are a product of why America sucks.
Why?
Don't
Because
say
the
y'all. I
poor
was-
dogs you can sit.
Poor dogs, poor immigrants, poor homeless people, poor alcoholics, poor crackheads, poor. Poor chicken noodle soup. There wasn't enough chicken in it.
Pour some more beer.
Of course, you would say that.
When you sit there and you can look out the door and see your dog.
It's not
just
13
shivering
degrees. It's not.
and shivering.
Oh, your stupid ass dog's just shivering because it's like, Mama, let me in, let me in, let me in.
Because they
It's-
know that you'll let them.
Yep.
Our dogs stay in the house all the time.
Our guest is here.
You think?
Why don't you go greet them? Be like, you got purty lips.
Stephanie, we have to keep her away from underage people. As she yawns, I swear to God, if you don't start getting some sleep and coming in the morning,
At least she showered.
wait a minute, is that why you got no sleep?
Because she
Yeah.
showered.
Because
all
you
night.
showered?
Yes, and I didn't stick to the
Takes
bed.
like 2 hours to take a
She
bath.
said she didn't stick to the bed.
That's why I tossed and turned all night.
Am I
'cause wasn't
supposed-
That's
stuck
why-
in one
Am I
place.
supposed to ask why you would stick to the bed?
Why she
Stephanie,
usually-
let me just ask you, why would you stick to the bed, Stephanie? Do you have rubber sheets?
Shut up. Just don't.
Come on,
No,
Steph.
they're silk sheets.
Give it to me.
Oh my God. That's why.
The only way that she could get a silk sheet if it was really a tablecloth off of a restaurant and
It
she
was a-
stole it.
It's a runner and she just has it in her spot.
Uh-huh.
Steph, I've never seen a sheet being 3 pieces, 36 inches wide. Well, you just have to overlap them.
Now,
why are they red? And it has a footprint on it. Shut up, Scott. That's what it was at the beginning of that opening of that movie.
So explain why you would stick to your bed.
You explain to me why you would stick to your bed.
From not taking a shower. You know how you get yucky and sticky?
How often
sweaty?
does this happen, ma'am?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
No, it doesn't happen.
They call her Flipper. Flipper. Well, no, I just meant you could never be a spinner. Stephanie just knows.
Oh my God. Oh.
I'm still stunned on the fact that you're admitting that you stick to your sheets.
No, I'm not saying I
There's
stick
some people say, I'm not changing my mind. I'm sticking to my guns. You on the other hand, I'm not taking a shower. I like sticking to my sheets.
Yeah.
She rolls over. It sounds like a Velcro
She's
wallet.
like, I won't fall out of the bed.
Exactly.
Is that what it is? You get drunk. You're scared you're going to fall on the floor.
Oh my God.
Yes.
All of a
My
sudden,
bed
she
sits
thinks she's
tall.
Dorothy and everything's spinning, you know.
Yeah, it has done that a time or two.
So you should have slept better since you didn't stick.
I'm
No,
still
'cause then
in
I tossed
shock.
and turned all night.
She's like, hold on, I got to see if I still stick.
The fact
Hold on, I
that,
gotta see if I
she
still
can give
stick.
a definition or an example, an explanation maybe to everything worries me.
Yeah. But it keeps us entertained on the show.
Because in the conversation, for her to just all of a sudden bring up, I stick to my sheets.
There's so
Who
many
does
reasons.
that?
Yes. Do you not wash your sheets either after you take a shower?
Oh, yeah.
Every
Okay,
month?
let me ask this question.
No, I wash my sheets every week. Every Friday, my sheets get washed. And all the bed stuff gets washed.
So let me get this right, Redneck Steph. You are very clearly stating, I wash my sheets once a week.
Yes. Every Friday, all my bed stuff
But
gets
you
washed.
shower once every couple of months.
Oh my God. You guys are
No,
lucky
just
today.
once a
She
week.
showered last night. Or maybe like in the middle of the night because she was sticking. Did you shower this morning or
For
last
some
night?
reason, I'm picturing a Mr. Clean commercial.
No, I showered last
I'm
night.
picturing Mr. Clean coming in with some Mr. Clean and Tilex. It'd be like a
Scrubbing
joint commercial.
No, scrubbing bubbles.
That's right. It foams up on your pillow. Riddex
my
comes in,
God.
does a little bit of their lice stuff at the same time.
CLR.
I wash my sheets once a week,
No, you
but
remember
I bathe only once a month.
the crud cutter.
The crud cutter. Look, I don't even know what to say at this point.
Thanks for making me laugh this hard this morning. I needed that.
Am I not supposed to wash the sheets once a week?
Chick, let me just say something, and don't take it offensively, but damn it, I don't care. Are you one of these people that believe that every time you get out of the shower, you have to have a clean towel?
No,
Okay. And why would you not need a clean towel?
because you can reuse it because you're clean getting out of the tub.
So with that in your mind,
But I wash my towels every Friday too.
but if you took a shower, bath, bathe, I mean, even a hoe bath at the Quick Trip, a couple napkins hitting your cracks and stuff, you might not have to wash the sheets once a week if you just wash your ass once a week.
I take a shower. Actually, I take 2 to 3 showers
Hold
daily.
on, you can freshen up.
I just
Daily?
I just wash my hair like once every
What
2
are
to
you
3
doing,
days.
Trick? That you have to have 3 showers a day?
Because I don't like to feel yucky. If I get sweaty, I
But
get
she
in the
likes
shower.
to stick to her
But she sticks
sheets.
to her sheets with it.
This conversations with you just always seem to go like south. So most people that are alcoholics like sweat the smell of beer.
Yes.
So what the hello are you eating that you're sweating out and sticking to the sheets?
Alex,
I mean,
Garlic.
do you eat Varsity and you drop 10W30 on the sheets?
Alex said, "You wash those sheets as often as you can, staff." And Mike goes, "Staff?" And Alex goes, "People don't wash their shite near enough."
All right, we're gonna shoot off the commercial. Our guest is in the building. Oh my God,
I needed that laugh this morning.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I need now.
My contacts are all messed up and I'm crying.
At this point, what would be like the anti-serum, the anti-venom for a snake bite?
Soap.
Anti-redneckism.
What?
Y'all, thanks for listening. Redneck Steps in the building. If you can't tell, y'all should come smell her today. She took a bath this month.
Yeah, I smell like peaches.
We know Mike. He said he's still using the same sheets and towels from the 90s.
Do you smell like fermented peaches, or do you smell like a fresh can of like, you know,
peach cobbler?
Peach. Okay.
In syrup.
She says peach cobbler. I think she don't take a shower, and I think about that dough. Nobody's gonna laugh at that one.
What
All right,
dough?
we'll be right back. Peach cobbler has that bread.
Oh
my God.
All right, everybody. It's Redneck Steph in the morning.
Not yeast.
Be scared. We'll be right back.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, that's right. What's going on with you two?
Oh,
y'all just walked
you
into
did it,
like
yes.
hell this morning.
Good morning.
She's
Good
usually.
morning.
I'm Denise.
I'm Jesse.
Nice to meet
Oh
you.
my God. What's happening, man? You doing good?
Yes, sir.
I've seen you play a couple of times, man. I'm just usually in the background. How's it going? Nice to meet up with you.
Nice to meet you, Scotty.
Oh yeah, man. You've been bouncing around.
Man, I really every time I play somewhere, it's all over the place.
Oh, but that's good though. And being energy really helps. And personality really helps. People knowing you, that makes a difference too. Because they love your personality.
Yeah, Stephanie. Got it.
Oh my gosh.
My dad.
How's it going with you, man? Hey, you have to take off work to get him here today?
I mean,
Yeah, really.
Oh, that's how we feel you can see every morning. I can't say nothing. I woke up at like 5 this morning, and I think because the heat had kicked on, and I like sleeping when it's cold. And I came downstairs, let the dog out, and I'm like, I don't hear any radio. And then I found out Windows did an update, and everything was like just shut down. So pre-coffee, I'm down here going, oh my God. And, oh man, yes, it was a bad morning. But out of all the computers, I've had to update just about everything this morning.
Mike said burnt peach cobbler.
Yeah.
Crispy.
If you want, just you can sit on that mic right there on that brown chair, and we'll just start throwing you in, and then
the camera up. I mean
yeah, just go slide her back.
Are you sitting in or are you just sitting there?
I can't believe everything's freezing up. At least I'm gonna make sure we record it on the live part.
Good or back?
Just a little more back. Just pick it up a little bit. Oh, that'll work right there.
Good.
Hey, take it that way, just a hair. No, just pick the whole thing up and go. That just gives you a little more angle. Keep going. That way, when he gets his guitar to be in frame. There you go. That'll work.
Good.
Yeah.
Man, this is an awesome setup we don't have in here.
What's funny is right now where we just repainted my granddaughter's room, and we're going to do a burn pit, and then my guy was swapping out a door, so everything looks like crap. But what's funny is when you tell people you have a studio in your house, you know, they're thinking, yeah. Then they come around, come through the door, look through the curtain, and then they go, son of a bitch, he's got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't realize it. But then when you watch the videos at home, you know, you're kind of sucked into what you see. You don't see all the behind the stuff.
Yeah, it's like you don't. When I saw the videos on YouTube, I was like, it looks like he's got like a studio in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. I wish, dude. I wish. But the thing is I don't have the overhead. And everybody's like, man, you need to get a building somewhere, and you need this. And I started doing the math, and it's like $2,500 a month. I need you hearing me. I don't have to have you seeing me. The video is just an extra. It's just nice to have. People want to see the behind the scenes. But we started talking about it. It's like, if I'm going to drop $2,500 a month, I can go get me a billboard on I-20. And then everybody driving down I-20 can download the free app. And then we were like, if we're going to spend that kind of money, though, would I want to spend it on a billboard that just stands there? Or would I want to go drop, $300 a month in free shirts I can just hand out? So it's like, when you start weighing out what your options are, I'm like, I can't spend $2,500 a month for a building. That'd just be insane. Well, I considered picking up like that, but you have to, I don't fall under any FCC rules, and I don't have to answer to anybody. I mean, that's one day we're hoping to get like that phone call. Cause their rules are not quite like the FCC, but like the FCC says, basically you have to be a country station, a rock station. You have to be one of, and, with me, I play everything.
How do you get on like XM and stuff? They have to listen, hear you and get a call from them.
Yeah.
You have to submit to them just like he would, Cash. Yep. So, and I hadn't told you all this, but we're fixing to be piped into Honduras. There's a dude that owns a radio station in Honduras that's going to start playing us in Honduras.
Cool.
How do they?
A friend of a friend of a friend.
No, I'm saying, don't they speak a different language? How can we understand?
There's a lot of Americans in Honduras.
Is there?
Yeah. Trust me, if they offered me a good bit of money to go down there and work, I'd probably move down there. One of Raven's Renovations buddies closed his business down here. Just basically said, tired of Obama and tired of paying taxes the way, tired of getting screwed. So he sold his business, took all the money and went down there. He's living on the beach, and he owns scooters and rents scooters out.
Sounds like a good living.
I know.
To live on the beach.
Said the money is just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends has done that and rents jet skis. Go down there and
let's just go down there and do the show.
He said that the worst part's when you initially start buying the jet skis because they cost so much. But he said the first season, which is spring to fall, the first season pays for your jet skis.
How bad is
then the next year is all just whatever your overhead is.
How bad is the upkeep on them?
I don't know. I don't do jet skis. I'm sure being in the salt, it's not as good as freshwater.
Right.
But regardless, it's like living a dream, I don't know that much about Honduras. I don't know laws and all that stuff, but that guy down there is loving it.
Let's go move the radio show down there. Do they have schools there?
I'm sure.
We can get Dr. Homeschool, everybody.
I actually went to Salem for 2 years.
Oh, did
you?
When?
Good
Lord,
you're young.
what a
How
mess.
old are you?
I graduated in 2014.
Oh, God.
I left there.
You feel old.
I graduated in 99. You make me feel really old.
I can't say nothing because,
When did you graduate, sir?
When
did you graduate?
Hey, let's get out of here.
When did you graduate?
88. All right, everybody, we're back.
You old fart.
Getting Jesse's mic on. All right, everybody. Jesse, tell everybody about you, who you are, where to find you. Let's just kick from the get-go and tell them exactly how to find you on Facebook, because a lot of the people, as soon as you tell them, they're going to be scrolling and looking at Facebook while they're listening.
All right, y'all. My name's Jesse Shred, and I have a Facebook page up right now. You can go on there. You can type in on the search bar. You type www.facebook.com/it's Jesse Shred, and that's how you can find me.
Spell your last name.
CHARETTE.
Boy, listen to that voice. Boy, he's on it. I can't tell you how many times we've had people come in and we're going, okay, get up on the mic. Speak a little louder. Because some folks, if they don't speak loud enough, you have to start cranking everything, and then you get all the background noise and feedback. And so, yeah, it's kind of cool you just throw him on the mic. He's ready to go. So where are you living at? You a local guy?
Well, I am local. I used to live here in Conyers for a long time, and this is where I was born and raised, but we actually just moved about a year ago over into Covington, right across the street from the Oaks Golf Course. So.
Oh, see, that's my plan. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to sell and go towards Covington. Covington, the guys on the square just want to do so much.
It's a big difference. It really is. I mean, just as far as the people go, I mean, I really do like Covington. It feels more like like home,
Yeah.
like the way Conyers used to be about 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say when you start getting into the years ago, because I know 20 some odd years ago, man, I loved coming into Conyers.
Oh yeah.
You know, I say 20 years ago, and he just graduated high school, and Denise as well.
Shut up. I feel old.
Well, you know, hey,
You're older.
yeah. I mean, there's a technicality there.
He ain't that old. What y'all talking about?
So what inspired you to get into this, man? You know, I bumped into people that have known about you for a while, and about a year or so ago, I spoke to somebody that's actually related to you about getting you on the show. And I kept hearing her. I was at the doctor's office and looked left. I was like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And then we got to speaking about you. It's really cool to see our locals, because I try to always give back a little bit and try to get the locals in here. It helps me, but it also helps you guys, because you're trying to get your feet in the doors of all these places. You're trying to get in some of these businesses to be heard. You're trying to get to some of these events to be heard. So I always try to make sure that when I do an event, you know, I'll put it out on Facebook and basically just give everybody the open invitation. Hey man, if you see me doing this big event and you want to come play, you know? So it's just really kind of cool to be able to help give back a little bit. I got Jacob, I guess the guru had hit you up. At least I hope he has. Because I know him and Josh has been back and forth talking about you. Jacob is our guru who takes care of finding a lot of our people. And what's so funny is Jacob had no idea that I already knew who you were. And he started sending me this stuff going, man, you got to get this guy on your show.
Yeah, I talked to him just a couple weeks ago. It was I was actually when he contacted me, I was actually at up at Newton. I was with my girlfriend at the time. And
wait, you say girlfriend at the time? Well, we changed girlfriends?
She still is
I'm
my
just messing
girlfriend.
with you.
But we were up there. We were
Sorry,
up there for
ladies.
her. And Jacob sent me a message on Facebook and said, "Hey, man, we you know, would you be interested in coming on the morning show for Just for Fun Radio?" And I was like, man, that sounds like an awesome idea. So I'm doing a lot of work with Josh Seabolt right now. And I called him up and I said, "Hey man, look, this is what's going down." And he said, "Yeah, man, I already know Scotty." He's like, "I can get you in." And then what a week later, he said, "Okay, you'll be on next Wednesday."
Yeah.
I said, "Okay."
Well, Josh is on it too, because the way things work right here, it's fast paced. And sometimes I can't predict tomorrow. I just don't know. So he starts hitting me up. Now, Jacob had already been on this. And then Jacob, because I didn't communicate great with Jacob at the time, I was already talking to Josh. And the next thing you know, Jacob goes, "Look, Josh is probably going to be getting with you." And I'm like, "He'll be on the show next week." Jacob's like, "Cool." You know, it kind of happened while his eyes were blinking. He didn't know how fast it was going to happen, but that's just how it is around here.
His eyes blink a lot, though.
Coming from you.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, it's just really cool to kind of give back. Well, now what made you get into this? A lot of people, you know, they have their stories, and for the listeners, you definitely want them to learn your personality. So explain what got you into doing music to begin with.
Man, music has always been a part of my life. I mean, since as far as I can remember, I mean, back when I was like 3 or 4 years old, you know, this man over here, my dad, you know, he gave me like a little Tykes guitar, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd strum the crap out of that guitar. I wasn't playing nothing, but man, I thought it sounded great. And that's just kind of where it started. And I put it down for a little while. And then, you know, we had some things happen in our family, and Dad couldn't work for a while. So what he did, you know, he went and got him an electric guitar to pick up for the time. And when he got the electric guitar, you know, I'd be on the main floor of the house and hear him down in the basement. I'm like, "Oh man, that's awesome." So I go down there and I'd hear him playing. He's playing stuff like Metallica and all kinds of like hardcore rock stuff. And I just thought that was the coolest thing. And I bet y'all are wondering right now, where did he get in the country? That's the big thing.
Well, because what's funny is we've had one girl that comes on the show that says that she doesn't listen to country, but that's what she sings. And she's great at it. But it's just funny because we've had other people that come in that are total metalheads that sing country music. And we just kind of go, "Not sure, but let's hear it," you know?
It works.
So, yeah. So same thing with you. Let's hear it, man. You know?
Well, after I seen him doing that stuff, you know, he showed me a couple things on there, and I just started picking it up. And then and when I went into 6th grade, I got put into a general music class, and the general music class, you know, was just all acoustic guitars. And we learned stuff like Ode to Joy on the guitar, learned some chords and that type thing. And then, you know, I'd take it home, I'd start playing them on the electric guitar, put it on like a clean setting, you know, and then it just one thing after another, it just started picking up. And when it started picking up, I was on YouTube, I was looking up some videos. I seen this one video, I think it was about 7th or 8th grade. And I seen this video, it had some hot girls on it. It was like, what is this? And it said Grits by Brantley Gilbert. And I heard the song and I really, really, really enjoyed the song. And I couldn't get it out of my head. So I started looking up song lyrics, that type thing. And I found Brantley Gilbert, and that's just kind of where it started. And I was like, well, what else are people listening to this country music? And, then Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, Eric Church, all that kind of stuff just popped up. And then that's just where it all started. And I wrote my first song, I think, going into 9th grade in the summertime. And that's where it kind of all just blew up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Pardon me. I got people hitting me up. We're asking about the video. I do apologize. Two of the radio station computers did a Windows update, and now this one's attempting to do an update. The problem is I'd have to shut video down to allow it to do it. So I'm like, what do you do? What do you do? So I may end up shutting it down for a few seconds to let it update, and probably do that about the same time we're getting him ready to play here in a few minutes. So I apologize for taking away from your interview. Oh man, what a morning. And it's hump day. You can tell too. Golly.
Yeah,
So
everything's going crazy.
So at the 9th grade, you started fooling around with this. Now, have you played any at school? Did you ever do any of that at school?
Actually, I did. There were some things that I did in the lunchroom. I just kind of got the gonads one day. I just took my guitar into the lunchroom and I just started playing. This was over at Heritage High School, and I can't remember the first time exactly, but I just remember I pulled up a chair right slap dab in the middle of the lunchroom, and I started playing my guitar, and everybody's looking at me. They're like, who is this kid? What is he doing? And I think I wore camo pants and camo jacket to school that day. I looked like a hillbilly, and my hair was all over the place, but everybody loved it. And then after that, I was like, if these people liked it this time, maybe I can go in there and play some more stuff. So I did. Mm-hmm. And
now, did you just play or did you sing too?
No, I played and I sang. Okay. and certain people would know the music I was playing. Some people didn't, but everybody seemed to like it. So I just kept playing. And then it was actually the last time I ever played for my high school was at the talent show, and the talent show was amazing. I mean, to this day I haven't had a show like that. I don't think I will for a long time until I get everything blown up into proportion where I want it. But we had about 20 plus performers doing stuff. It was just a bunch of different acts, a lot of singing and piano playing, that type thing, and dancing. And I went up there. I was one of the towards the back end of the performers, and I went up there. I played "Whenever We're Alone" by Brantley Gilbert. I remember walking up on the stage, and I said, "Hey, how y'all doing?" And I played my song, and it's a very mixed group. There's, it's not just one race. We had a bunch of different races, which is what I really loved about it. I brought everybody together, and everybody was clapping along, waving their phones and everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
That is an amazing sight to see everybody just back there in the crowd waving up their phones like that, man. And I ended up winning the talent show that year. So
awesome.
That's pretty good. And that's something to just kind of always remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that'll be your day one day when you're telling when you're on another radio show one day, when you make it big, when you're telling your stories, you're always going to be able to go back to that story.
Oh, yes.
That'll be the cool part. You'll always have that as a memory.
Man, I love it.
Steph, anything?
No.
You were nodding your head. I thought you were supposed to ask something. So now, not that I'm trying to get you to name drop, but just name some of the things you've done around town, some of the places you've played, so people know where they can try to catch up with you at.
Well, some things I have done, some things I'm not going to continue doing. Like I was playing up at the Celtic Tavern, and I did a competition up there. I came in 3rd place.
Mm-hmm.
There was another guy, and my buddy Josh actually went home with 1st place, but he ended up. He thought I did so good. He actually split the money with me on that competition in particular, but I couldn't really accept the full amount, so he only gave me $100 off that, and that was more than enough for me.
Right?
Man, I didn't expect to win anything at all, and then for him to do something like that that's
pretty
amazing.
Cool.
And then I've done stuff like the Lemon Bee Festival, and I think that's all I've done really here locally. There's a place out in Monroe. It's called Fusions.
Yeah. That's my cousin actually owns that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, it's a cool place. It's a cool place.
Yeah, because that's where I saw you the first time.
Oh, really?
And I saw your family members sitting dead center up front, and it just didn't dawn on me. I did not make the connection. Like, it just didn't click because I'd already spoken to your family members about, man, I need to get the boy on the show.
Which one do you know?
Man, I don't want to throw a bunch of names out. I don't want to embarrass anybody. So I'm sitting there watching you on stage, and then I see the couple walk by, and I'm going, son of a gun, that's the boy I've been trying to get on the show. And it just didn't hit me. And then it was like,
Like a 2x4.
So then I stopped talking, and I turned and faced the stage to actually listen more. And then when Big Donnie gets playing, Appalachian Don gets to play, then it kind of hit me again because I'm watching everybody walk past me, and I'm just like, son of a gun, man, I should have jumped on this sooner. And then I started watching Josh push a lot of your stuff therefore after. And now here we are. You know what I mean? I just stay so busy. It takes people like Josh and people like Jacob the Guru to hit me up. And I actually have gotten to where I kind of rely on them to do these things. And Rich Archer is kind of the same way. It's just I have so much going on. And as I grow, I had one guy ask me one day, man, when you keep growing, are you going to forget about everybody? It's not that I purposely am forgetting about everybody. It's I can't seem to find enough time to do all this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, I'm just I'm getting a report right now about a wreck, by the way, on 138 I-20 Georgia 20 138 area in front of that Fronteras, saying that it's a wreck right in front of Goodyear. So anybody going down 138, keep that in mind. Sorry about that, everybody. I just want to shout that out.
Breaking news.
Well, if you know that
News
it saves a lot of our people, man. 138's already a nightmare, and if you know there's a wreck on it, Parker Road, man, that's the way to get around a lot of that.
And then now it's going to be backed up too.
Yeah, because everybody's going to be going that way.
Hey, it's still better than sitting in these idiots that try to bust a UE or sitting in the middle of the red lights in Conyers. That's the thing that don't get me. The light's red. Why are you sitting in the middle of the intersection?
No, it's kind of like, you know, like in between West Avenue and the Conyers exit. It's like if a wreck happens in between there and everybody takes the access road.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, look, we're gonna get him ready to do a song now. I tried to play one of your songs this morning. One was just a phone recording, and with all this, it doesn't always sound that great. But so you're gonna do one of your originals?
Yes, sir.
Now, how many originals have you done yet? I say yet. I don't mean it to sound like that.
Well, I have a lot of things in the works, in the makings, but when it comes to songwriting, I'm a real perfectionist. I really like it to be 100% what I want. I want it to sound the way I want. So as far as finished songs go, I think I have about maybe 6 songs.
Right.
I think somewhere in that ballpark, about 6 songs.
Well, and the thing is, with it being your song, I mean, Denise, don't even, because I already know you're a smart mouth, so you fix to jump on me. I actually write poetry and stuff.
Really?
Watch her face. I already knew it. I knew it. So I've actually helped my cousin. My cousin's Michael and I've helped him write a couple songs. I actually sat down and was having a discussion with Dustin Bragg about getting him and some other people to write some stuff. Just because I have great ideas. It's just I don't have time to sit around and do it anymore.
Yeah.
Can we hear some tomorrow?
Hear some what?
Poetry.
No, you don't want to hear my stuff.
I'm not going to be here.
My stuff. You're put it this way. My stuff's a little dark, and you might not want to hear it before you go under the light.
True.
You know, you don't want to hear any like unusual poetry as they're putting a mask on your face to put you under, because you might not.
When you say unusual, are you talking like Edgar Allan Poe type?
Well, no, but what it is when I just get in spots, when I just get in a place to help write stuff, like when me and my cousin, we were just goofing off at a George Strait concert, and he was fixing to go through a divorce. And he worked for me at the time. And he was just every day, oh my God, my wife, oh my God, my wife. And I'm like, dude, you gotta move forward. You can't let this get you down. So we were sitting there on a napkin, and he takes his ring off, and we're in the box seat, you know, overlooking everybody at this George Strait concert. And he would just start saying something, and I'd start saying, so we're writing this all down, and we wrote a song about it all begins with a fling of the ring. And he literally takes his ring out and just goes shing and throws it right out in the middle of the
awesome story.
The problem is the guy that's standing there got hit with a gold ring might not be so happy, but it made a really cool song because we involved the fact that we're at the George Strait concert you know, it's just kind of cool, but
No,
it's great for
Sorry,
what?
go ahead.
It
It's
would
great
suck
for-
what?
It would suck if they got back together. Where's your ring?
Yeah.
See, it's in a crowd somewhere.
Yeah, it's in a crowd somewhere. But no, just some of the stuff I write with, you know, back when I was writing a lot of this stuff was about being alone, waking up in hotel rooms and not being where you wanted to be in your life. But it's one of my guys that lives in California, he's actually taken a couple of them and rewrote them a little bit to be able to put them to music. So
That's what I'm talking
it's
about,
actually kind of cool. What are you giggling about over there?
Alex.
And
He said roses are red. Something else ain't poetry.
oh, leave it to him to do poetry. All right, so give us just a few minutes, everybody. We'll be right back. We're gonna get him hooked up and let him do some of his stuff. I'm sorry we're having one of these just off moments this morning, dealing with all the stupidity of Windows. I'm gonna try to shut that one computer down that's doing the video and try to get it back on. But, you know, at least try to have it back on so that he can actually perform his song. We want to make sure we got that on video as well. Everybody have a great morning. Don't go anywhere. We'll have a song or two coming up just to keep us going for the next few minutes.
We'll be back after these messages.
Is he plugged into this mini mix over here?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get. Oh God. Yeah, he can just plug into to number one. I got to get it turned on if it's not turned on.
It's on.
Is that Ross Performance commercial?
Yeah.
We know them guys personally.
Oh yeah, they're good folks.
Yeah.
We'll be right back on video, everybody. Hang tight.